Example 4 with this other Gaussian elimination. Luckily, we notice our equations are all ready in our standard form, and this is an x. So we have a pretty easy process of putting this into an augmented matrix. We get 1, 2, -3, -3, 1, -5, 2, -1, 4, 1, 0, 3. Plus, I already have a leading 1. So now what I want to do is use this leading 1 to get rid of the 2 and the -3 below it. To do that, I'm going to take -2 times row 1 and add it to row 2. This will be my new row 2. And then 3 times row 1 plus row 3 to be my new row 3. Let's focus on row 2 first. Alright, I'm leaving row 1 alone. I'm now taking -2 times each element in row 1 and adding it to row 2. So -2 times 1 is -2 plus 2 is 0. -2 times -3 is +6 plus 1 is 7. -2 times 2 is -4 minus 1 is -5. And -2 times 1 is -2 plus 0 is -2. Now let's look at row 2, or row 3. I'm going to take 3 times each element in row 1 and add it to row 3. 3 times 1 is 3, plus -3 is 0. 3 times -3 is -9, plus -5 is going to be -14. 3 times 2 is 6, plus 4 is 10, and 3 times 1 is 3, plus 3 is 6. Okay. Now I notice that this 7 is going to be pretty easy to use to get rid of this 14. I'm going to do that by taking 2 times row 2 and adding it to row 3. This will become my new row 3. So we're leaving row 1 alone. We're leaving row 2 alone. And we're messing with row 3. We're going to do 2 times 0 is 0, so that's not going to mess with anything. 2 times 7 is 14, plus -14 is 0. 2 times -5 is -10, plus 10 is 0. 2 times -2 is -4, plus 6 is a +2. Okay, as soon as you see all zeros here, one of two things is going to happen. Either you're going to get a true statement where 0 equals 0, or you're going to get a statement like we have here where 0 equals 2, which is not correct. This means we already have a contradiction, and thus there is no solution. We can stop right there. Alright, I know this first part was a lot of information. We went over matrices, the basics. We also went over an augmented matrix. We talked about row echelon form and how to use Gaussian elimination to get us into row echelon form and solve. That's it for 10.2 Part A. Next we'll talk about 10.2 Part B, which is Gauss-Jordan elimination and reduced row echelon form. But that's not until our next lesson. So go back, review anything you had questions on, ask me if you have further questions. Other than that, hope you're enjoying the lesson so far.